Hey guys, welcome back to another stream, or in this case, the 1500 subscriber Q&A special. Hi, I'm Dazzling Kate. You may know me from all the other Fuck, I kind of fucked up with that. Can I redo that? Remember the recording. Oh shit. Okay, anyways, hi guys. It's me, Dazzling Kate. I'm here for the Q&A special, and I am so happy to finally get time for this because I have been trying to find time to do the stream. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it in the middle of the week. I know some people might be like, "Why didn't you just do it during the weekend? During one of your gaming streams?" And it's just like I kind of like to keep those separate, just being able to game during the weekends and just having them. Fuck, Fred, what is it? Ma, what? Remind them of the membership. We got plenty of fishy crackers. We need more. Well, if you want to join my membership, that will definitely benefit Fred's fishy cracker fix. It just costs $1 a month. Please. For the life of me, just make it easy for me so I can just buy this guy his fishy crackers. Thank you. Anyways, Divine Megan on my birthday too. Aw, that's great. Happy birthday. Anyways, I better get the stream rolling with some this is going to be fun because I'm trying to figure out what we should do. Like we can either focus on more drawing or we can okay, let me just get some stuff. There's like a few options that I have that we can do. And let me be real, there's a couple of options. So I'm going to put them down in the comments. Option 1, wait, I'll call it option A, drawing stream. Option B, writing. I mean, we can do all the above. Option C, character AI. Okay, so we can do either of these, all of these, whichever comes to mind first that you guys just would want to do for the hell of it while I answer questions and try and make some fun moments for this stream so we can last a while with it. Option A, obviously. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure everyone knows I'm streaming. Oh shit. Give me a minute. Because I know some people don't get notifications as fast as I do. So I'm gonna make sure I put this live stream onto the community tabs. I know some people are just like, okay, so I'm live now. I wish I could get like more attention from the community tab. Maybe I'm wrong, but I always feel like I don't everyone doesn't get a notification, or maybe it's just the fact that when it comes to some areas, it's just like whatever. Okay, community fulfilled, and I'm shit. I'm live now, everyone. I always feel bad that I don't have everything figured out. Okay, gotta go on to Twitter. Make sure I. Oh, Thumbelina, your mouth is very, very drippy. Live now. Oh shit. There we go. Anywho's, guys, I will get on to the questions. Remember, you can ask me anything appropriate, anything appropriate. I gotta add that in. I don't want some weird ass question. No, nothing inappropriate. Okay, nothing inappropriate that is not safe for work. I am not answering any of those. So please do not send those to me. I beg. Not unless you mean like a weird, funny kind of not safe for work thing, but that's just like we'd have to be very good friends for those questions, okay? How tall am I? I am 5 feet 5 inches, maybe 4 inches, because I feel like I don't know. Last time I checked, my sister was taller than me, so probably 5 feet and 4 inches. Wait, do not ask me about my weight next. Do not. That's a number one question I do not want to answer. Not to say I'm disappointed in myself. I'm on the like overweight area. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. So yeah, maybe in the next 3 weeks I can definitely lose more weight. Because during this season, it's like everyone gets into the eating mode, and that's what inspires me to go into my eating mode. Probably also due to trauma, but I don't know. We all have those. We always have those things. So Abe oh, asking characters gag questions on character A should be funny. What is your favorite Greek god and goddess? Oh shit, that is a hard one. Um, um, let me answer that. Uh, 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 okay. Oh yeah, swimming is definitely one of my favorites. Swimming is my top number one thing I like to do in the late spring, summertime. It's always fun to do. I'm actually hoping that once we get into spring, I can start early with my swimming exercises. So that way I can take advantage as much as I can with the exercising in the pool. Because once it hits like late April, early May, that's when it usually gets super hot in the like Midwest area, sort of. I love when your dog's barking every video. Made that made always my day. Aw, isn't that nice? Hey Evie, you want to say something? Can you speak? Can you speak? Can you go Hulk? Go Hulk. She used to be able to do Go Hulk, which is basically her going like hard barking, but I guess she kind of grew out of it, which is fine. It's totally fine. I don't do a lot of tricks with her because she's always sleeping. She's always taking a nap like a cat. I feel like she was originally a cat and now she's a dog and now she's just very lazy about everything. But I still love you. Anyways, okay. I gotta think. Who is my favorite god and goddess? Oh my goodness. I guess. Dang, Fred. Dang. Okay, so let me see Greek gods and goddesses because it's been a Fred, Freddy Fazpaws. Okay, so I guess one of them would definitely be Artemis, due to my favorite myth being of her bathing and turning the hunter into a deer. I always found that story to be one of my favorites. And of course, as for God, um, ah, shit. Duncan, no. I gotta really think about this. Because honestly, I don't really look too much like when reading Lore Olympus, it just kind of pushes you away from Hades despite there being plenty of interesting myths surrounding him, and it's just like I can't even say Hades now. It feels predictable. It feels like it's predictable because every like Susan and their obsession with Hades and his you know romance with Persephone. It just feels like whenever you say Hades, they immediately think of the stupid blue Lore Olympus version, and it's like I can't. So now I got to think of something that hasn't been done before. Um, I know a lot of people are probably like, but Dazzling Kate, you've done your research. Yeah, I've done my research, but that doesn't mean I know every single freaking god or goddess. Oh, I took a opposite hiccup. I'm just gonna say Kronos just because I want to say fuck Hades in the best way possible. That sounds like a dick move, but come on. Okay, yeah, in the Olympians books, he is the most chill, yeah, from what I've noticed. But yeah, I guess let me get my screen present. Oh gosh. I gotta figure out which drawing I want to work on while I do this. No, not what I wanted to work on. Hmm. Okay. I guess I could try and like focus on a piece I haven't done in a while. Cuz I have been meaning to actually finishing some of these things. Okay, so found one. Okay. Athene. Oh wait, there's so much going on. Hominis, welcome to the stream. Good evening and congratulations, Kate. Stephen, Artemis being born fully grown in armor after Zeus got his head cracked open to cure a headache was funny as hell. Do you think Artemis is a lesbian in the myth? I don't really know. Like, I'm not saying like I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just don't honestly feel like some gods and goddesses who are seen as just being alone is a bad thing, or they assume they're gay or lesbian. I feel like there's room for there's room for some characters to just basically be single, and that's totally fine. No need to push the idea of a relationship down anybody. I think that's why I like some of the concepts of some characters is that if they're single and not being pushed around as this like big thing of, oh yeah, they're this amazing person because this reason, that reason, blah blah blah. Okay, anyways. LeMay, welcome to the stream. How is it going? Johnin, how's it going? I'm making sure I try to pay attention to you guys while I get the screen ready. I didn't even know I was working on that. Shit. Let me just exit out of that. Okay, so anyways. Here's one of my pieces that I've been waiting to do for a while. Fierce apathetic black queen. Oop, accidentally hit my microphone there. Nice to see you, girl. How have you been, Kate? I've been doing fine, just making sure I get everything figured out. Anyways, I'm gonna take a sippy sip before I start working on any pieces. So yeah. Ooh. Ah. Can you believe we managed to finish like Resident Evil 0 and 3 in the same weekend? I still can't believe it, you know? I'm surprised. I love being able to savor the games, but I was just so much in the mood to play Resident Evil 3 that I just went like, more hours than probably should have done, but I was just so in the game of it. I love being able to just play for hours and just chat with you guys. It's my absolute favorite thing. Okay, so we're going to group these together so it's easier on my brain cells. So, yeah, this is going to be hard because to some degree the inking is it's going to be slowed. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? Me even I don't know what is wrong with my computer right now. I'm trying my best to not rush through it. Maybe eventually. Okay. It's really glitchy. That's great. It might not be glitchy to some people. Let me check the chat. Oh wow. Art looks nice. Thank you, Steven. If you guys haven't checked out the art I've been working on recently, it's mostly been the Arttober challenge from Doodle Wash, and I've been focusing on trying to get all of the challenges done each and every day. So I haven't been having enough time to draw Fawn or my other OCs because I'm trying to get like each drawing finished. Like to me, finished is just like colored and shaded a little bit. Some pieces might be a little bit over. Some pieces might be a little bit more over. Are you guys kidding me? Oh my god. I swear. Some pieces might be a little bit more shaded or detailed in some aspects, so are you kidding me? I don't know what's wrong. I feel like it's definitely gotten slow, which definitely makes it difficult to focus on for art pieces. And if that's the case, then I might stop drawing, but I want to see how well it goes for like another few minutes. Shit. Okay, let's see. It's just like super slow, hard to get into. That's just fan fucking tastic, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. That is impressive. I'm not sure if I can beat two Resident Evil games back to back in a weekend, but I never played any of the remakes or Resident Evil 0. Well, I was on Resident Evil 0 for like 6 parts before that, so I managed to finish it up on Friday, and then I managed to complete Resident Evil 3 remake like in 2 days. I guess it's probably because I was used to the layout and the format. Well, the set the controllers, which is why it took me a much quicker time to do that instead. Fred, for the love of potato bread. So yeah, that's fun. I got sea monkeys and they hatch, so they are so cute. That's pretty cool. I've never actually Fred? No. No. Fred, quit it. Okay. Let's hope I can even get this working. Let's see if I can try it without. It seems to be doing well without it. I guess it's mostly due to the fact that. This is gonna be fucking hilarious. Okay, maybe I can just shrink it a little bit. But yeah, I managed to get Code Veronica for this upcoming weekend. I actually have to see how well I'm accustomed to the controllers because oh my goodness, I swear I think I was annoyed when I tried to like do it for the first time, so I'm probably going to play a little bit tomorrow, not streaming it, but seeing if I can get used to the controllers because I'd hate to irritate you guys with me rambling and being annoyed with the controllers and being like holy shit, I hate this and not being able to focus on the game itself. So, yeah, it's been a fun time trying to get accustomed to that. Oh my gosh, Thumbelina. It's okay, Thumbelina. It's okay. So yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I get everything workable. I'm actually reworking on Fawn's origin story to kind of get myself. Oh my gosh, Thumbelini! Okay. To Spawn, hope I'm spelling her name right. Yeah, you're spelling her name right. Ever have a I didn't hear no fucking bell moment? I I don't know, like hearing an actual noise or is there like some other context to this? I mean I might need some clear back there, some information to kind of make sense of how she would react. Is it like her hearing a like signal going off or is it something that I should be aware of? Just asking. Okay, it's like Resident One's controls, but you'll get annoyed for sure when you get to the cargo. It took me a week to beat that part. Oh my god. I'm not looking forward to that now. I'm not looking forward to that. Oh no. You're gonna hear me curse a lot if it's super bad with that like area. Okay, come on. Good. Just what Mama needed. But yeah, out of all the characters, I think I've really grown accustomed to working on Axel a little bit more. Like originally he was just a one shot side villain character. I never intended for him to actually be a main character. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So, like in a fight, clearly outmatched, but stays in the fight despite getting her ass beat. It's a reference to Oh, where the character gets back up in a street fight. Oh my gosh. The cargo is halfway through the game at least. Oh, that's good. Oh my goodness. V Otherkin wonders. Hi. Hello there. How is it going, V? Anyways, she does have that moment. Now, Fawn doesn't get that moment until I want to say the end of her first mission alone. I would say that's probably when she gets that moment. It's very hard to like for her it's just like crazy because there's so much more that I love to ramble about with her, but I'm trying my best to kind of keep some information down because I do want you guys to actually read it, but I'm also like, I love giving out information. I love talking about this kind of stuff. It's my favorite thing to do. Giving you guys all the information you need about fun. But yeah, after playing Resident Evil 0, 1, and 3, it just kind of inspired me to fix up Fawn's origin story a bit. Now, she does have her own solo story in Resident Evil 2, kind of like with how Claire goes with Sherry and how Leon goes with Ada. She has her own moment where she has to go with her as work associate, Dr. Ben Terres, who is very much so associated with Umbrella, and she slowly finds out, hey, yeah, you're kind of evil, aren't you? And it's like, what? No, 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 I could never. I could never. Oh my gosh, there are so many comments. Anyways, I've written a few moments like that where the main character's in a fight getting their ass beat. They stand up, spitting out blood, puts her hands up and says, I didn't hear no fucking bell. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Nobody. Nice to see you. Oh, V Otherkin. It's going good. I just made a binder, so I'm really excited to put it on tomorrow. That's really awesome to hear, V. Anyways, oh, frick. Made an inking mistake. I forgot to shrink the eraser. But I think my favorite thing about redoing some of Fawn's story is finally being able to understand where exactly does she stand within this whole thing. Oh my gosh. Because she is like kind of the neutral point that, not every Umbrella worker is evil and has intentions of harming people. It's kind of what she saw with her, like with Ben. Ben, oh my gosh, there is so much I could say about Ben. I'm gonna put my stylus down because it's easier to use my finger to ink this. But yeah, Ben is actually one of the doctors she worked with. Originally, I had him just basically a umbrella scientist, but then I was like, you know what? That it would make more sense if he was one of her coworkers and she tries to involve him to help with everyone because he's the only surviving medical staff she knows, and with her finding out that he's basically been helping Umbrella this entire time, it makes her question her, like, was everyone in the hospital working for Umbrella? Was it just him and the other doctor? Forgot his name. Like, personally, I'll just call him Dr. D-Bag because, oh my god. Dick Bag. I don't know. But seeing how she deals with that, it's very difficult to actually see her like after that, because after all that, like after finding out the doctor she's worked with for almost a whole year has been working with Umbrella and has been tormenting people in many different ways through experimentation, it's just like, what do I believe in anymore? Everything I've done is shit. Like, girl, you have more confidence in your work than I do. I write a ton, but I'm too self conscious to let anyone else read it. I will read it. Like Bun of Smokes, I will read your work if you let me. And I will tell you right now, you've worked really hard on it. You deserve to get recognition for your work. And I'm sure it's really good or cringy, depending on how much you think it is cringy, even though it probably won't be cringy to me. I've seen really cringy stuff. It's really interesting because I've been through it all. I've been through it all. I used to post every single thing I did on the internet, like, oh, here's the story I'm working on, here's this I'm working on. There's a lot of stuff I don't even show you guys that I'm working on for a, you know, for example, I'm working on the adapted story, which I've been delaying for a while. Pieces and stuff has been sort of made progress of. That's like saying less than 2% of things have been done. But yeah, I've managed to push myself to actually push in for the current stuff I've been working on, which is the art challenge right now that I've been working on. It's probably one of the only things I've done as of recently that has made me feel amazed of how far I've come along as an artist. Still, yeah, there is a lot of stuff I need to improve on, but does that mean I got to improve on them immediately? Hell no. It doesn't mean I have to do that immediately. It just gives me an idea of what I'm working with. Sure, a lot of it looks bad. I know some people probably do not like my attempts for some characters, like my today's post Vikings. I was really excited to post about it because it had Billy and Luis as Vikings, because their designs, I just could not think of anything else but to make them into Vikings, and I thought that was pretty fun. Sure, it might be a little bit cringy to give them longer beards or make their hair get into braids, but you know what? That's the fun of it. That's the fun of doing artwork like that. It's finding the area where you can improve on. Even like months later, you'll probably see a lot of mistakes. Did a silent burp because, oh my gosh, my system is just going nuts. So, but okay. If I seem too quiet, it's just me trying to make sure that I get everything in before I start answering more questions. Again, this is a Q&A stream. You can ask any appropriate question as you want. I will answer depending on what it is. Okay. Oh, night, Steven. Stay hydrated, Steven. Okay. Oop. One thing I've noticed about noticed after so many years of writing is that I have a habit of just plain forgetting about side characters and not being able to actually end the story. Yeah, I've been there so many damn times. I can't even tell you how many times I've lost track because I'm always chasing that perfect ending. Exactly. I feel like if I just finished things, no questions asked, just leave them where they are, move on to the next project, and just maybe years later, months or years later, I'll probably redo it and think of a better ending, you know? Sometimes it just takes a while for some of us to find the right ending, even if it is years later. Remember, the whole writing thing is important to the important thing is moving forward to the next project, next and the next and the next and the next. It's kind of why I kind of keep focusing on my OCs more so than my actual original character stories, because with fan characters it's like more easier to play around in that sandbox because there's already established lore, there's already information there, there's already stuff I can like work along with. With making your own original thing, it's difficult. It is really hard to figure out an ending. So that's why I'm just kind of like, no, I'm gonna not deal with that. V. I also am writing a book series. It's 5 seasons long, so I'm probably gonna spend like a year or two working on it. That's pretty cool. Can't wait to hear more about it. LeMay. Oh, I'm telling everyone there is a flash fiction contest here on YouTube. 750 to 1500 words for Halloween. Due Sunday. It has to be a horror mystery. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Okay. Oh, wait, I forgot to ask this question. Not ask this question, answer this question. Who's your least favorite character? Any media, comics, or movies? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. I have a list of many favorite characters. To answer about least favorite characters, that is a hard one. What character do I not like the most? But within a good reasonable reason. Okay, if we're gonna go with Resident Evil, um, all I gotta say is, oh god, I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh gosh, uh, people will kill me if I say Ada. Oh my gosh. It's not big. Like, she's good on her own, but everyone, like, I feel like it takes away from her character when everyone starts to push her relationship with Leon into, like, the main thing that's about her. Like, no, she's like her own woman, you know? So I can't really say she's my least favorite because I try to not associate her with Leon in that category, because honestly a lot of the characters I see when they are forced into a relationship or when it becomes overly popularized, it becomes this like it's no longer about that main character, and instead it's that character being the other significant other to a different character, and that's all they are, and it's like that's the kind of shit that really makes me annoyed. Like they quickly become a side piece for that character, like some popular character, and then it just takes away from them being their own person, you know? Not to say that it's a bad relationship, I just really hate how everyone just thinks, like, overlooks into a relationship and says they're so in love, and it's like, no, no, no. Can we focus on this character as just a character? Like, there's so many different things I want to go into. But I do have to say there is some characters that I cannot stand. I'm trying to remember. Okay, going back into older cartoons I've watched, animes that I've watched. Ah, okay, I'm gonna say it now. If anyone's watched Zatch Bell, which I'm sure there's probably maybe one or two people here that have. I'm not too sure, but there's this one character I dislike just because it. Again, it's one of those used tropes where it's like it's not like I like you or anything. Like, I hate that so much. But yeah, it's Taya from Zatch Bell. she's my least favorite character. Not because she's like I love her design. I love the fact that she is Megumi's like best friend in she's a pop star in that universe. I well the best way I can describe Megumi is that she's a teenage pop star who's just trying to live a normal life, but also trying her best to do what she's passionate about. I just love that. But I hate Taya, who is basically, it's not like I like you to like Zatch, and it's like, it feels like it's so annoying when that happens. And then she ends up being violent with him, and I hate that. I hate that so much. I really hate that. But yeah, Bun of Smokes. I've been thinking about dabbling in writing about like writing some supernatural fanfic because I absolutely adore supernatural. Team Dean because I love broken hunks. I just got to come up with a good character to add. Ooh, that sounds fun. That sounds like really, really lots of fun. Ooh, Jonin, how did you get into art? That is a fun question. Now, I didn't get into art until 2010. This is where the story is going way back, almost 15 years ago. Oh god, it's almost been 10 more than 50. That is a long time. Oh my gosh. So I wasn't a huge serious artist back then. I was just a middle school girl who barely drew. I did not know anything about drawing. I basically was inspired by my younger sister who inspired me to start drawing. Now, she used to do all the art, but it would be so annoying to her because I would be the one asking her to draw it. Like, we made like Teen Titans fan fictions where we made up our own OC. I remember our OC being named Rose, and she got with Dick Grayson because I said so. Her like code name was Midnight Beauty. Oh yeah, that sounds so original. Midnight Beauty, like Rose. Rosalind, I don't know. I think it was Rosalina. I don't fucking know. But basically, she was like paired up with Robin, and she loved him a lot. She was also like Tara, being like a traitor to the Teen Titans. And did I mention she's basically a giant Mary Sue that was just there to be like getting with Robin? Oh, I didn't. Oh, you already knew that, guys. You already knew that. But my sister would draw Rose, and we came up with cute outfits together. And then slowly over time, like this is when bases like art bases that you see from like on DeviantArt were becoming a huge thing, and those were basically naked, like not wearing clothes or hair people that you could just draw over, and everyone was using them, especially people with original OCs. And they were putting their characters in, they were putting like characters from shows or movies in. That was basically my starting point. I was basically one of those fangirls that couldn't speak well and was obsessed. And then I finally got my first sketchbook back in 2011, I think. It was 2011. That was when I first got my first art book to draw in. So yeah, I've been doing this for almost 15 years so far. But yeah, it sometimes I regret not being able to put more effort in my early days into the art. But you know what? We got to start somewhere, even if it's not the best place. But yeah, that's how I got into art. Okay. I really want to put my binder on, but I'm too lazy. I spent 12 hours today doing stuff around the house, working on my homework, and writing episode 1. Oh man, like take a break. Take a break, sit down, drink some water, and just relax. Listen to the stream too, because honestly, it's amazing having you here. Bun of Smokes. With the story I've been writing for the last decade, I want to end it with the main character dying to pass the torch on to the next generation, because it's superheroes. But I've killed the main character 7 times. Oh my god. That's pretty impressive. You can remember how many times you killed your character. I can't remember how many times I've killed my character. Um, I to be honest, the Lore of Olympus ending was not really good. It sucked. It was a terrible, terrible ending. It was lazy. It was straight to the point that really didn't add up. It could have done a lot better. It could have built up on better blocks, but you know what? I'm glad it's over. I'm glad I don't have to hear about it every fucking day cuz I hate hearing about it when it comes to like updates being slow or updates just not being good enough. I can't believe how obsessed I was when it first came out. Like, holy shit. I wasn't expecting that, you know? Anyways, and I always end up hating how I ended it, so I pick it back up with him coming back in some arbitrary and complicated way. Man says come back to life more times than Goku. V. Bro, if you all to see my OC Zane, you'd throw your phones across the room because of how I placed him into my main character's lore. Oh my gosh. John, and I am one of those people who watch Zatch Bell. Oh, cool. Steven, I saw a clip of Zatch Bell on Instagram and I gotta start it. You gotta watch it. It's really good. I love the story. The characters are amazing in it. It felt so disrespectful when it ended so suddenly, and then we English English dub. The English dub didn't even finish, and it's understandable why, but it's also like, will they restart it eventually? I'm trying to understand if they'll do that or not, because again, we need some closure. Like us English dub people need some closure. I know we could just watch it in the Japanese version, but it's just like I don't know. I really enjoyed hearing these characters, and it's such a shame that we can't get to watch it again. It's such a shame. I watched it a long time ago. So you just like, yes, yes, I hate that. I hate that. I hate it. I'm sorry for anyone who loves that trope. It's just one of those tropes that I hate with a burning passion. Like, oh, it's not like I like you. Like, also beating up the main character and belittling him. Like, why would he choose you? Tell me, why would he choose you? Why would he want to marry you? Like, if you apologized or something like over time and try to become a better character, then sure, I guess so. But it's like most of the characters who have this attitude, like, you either have to known the person and understand that they don't mean it in that way, or you got to be an idiot to marry them. Like, I'm sorry for anyone. Again, I'm sorry if anyone likes that type of character type from anime or in any general media. I hate it with a burning passion. Like, it's one thing to basically develop it and make it to the point where the character who's being harassed is like, okay, hey, stop this, stop being you, understand you're being a dick, I don't appreciate it, and make that character think about it. Like, then maybe, okay, fine. But most of the time, when I see that character trope being used, never, these characters never get like a slap in the face of reality about what their actions are doing to the person they love, supposedly. It really annoys me so much. Dang, you don't like Taya, but I can see she can be a little annoying. I love other moments with her. It's just when she's beating the shit out of Zatch, or basically being all like, I don't like you, but then I also like you. It's like, I can't. I can't. I cannot. It's kind of why I liked Kalulu more so than Taya. And I know Kalulu was only there for one episode, but she still made a bigger impact than Taya. Like, let me just say that right now. She made a bigger impact. But yeah, anyways, Kate, you just described Katra and Adora in season 3. Oh, okay. Men of Smokes. Maybe for my supernatural story, my main character could be a girl that John Winchester saved. She would become curious about the world of monsters and grow up to be a hunter that Dean and Sam encounter one day. Ooh, that would be pretty fun. Zatch Bell was one of my favorite anime from back then on Toonami. Yeah, I remember when I first saw it on Toonami too. It's like, it was so good. I never got to watch the extended version of that, but I did watch a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh. I think Yu-Gi-Oh and Zatch Bell were my absolute favorite anime outside of Pokemon and Digimon. Okay, okay. I'm gonna read a couple more of these comments, then I'll go on to the questions. I'm still writing my murder mystery novella at a wizard college. I hit 20,000 words, and it is the beginning of the second act. I'm not sure how many words it will end up at. Who knows? Keep going though. I finished Satch Bell earlier this year. I'll explain real quick, but the dub was cancelled, the sub ended differently, and the manga truly ended with a certain someone becoming the Demon King. Currently, Zatch Bell does have a sequel manga that just started. Oh boy. I don't like two Tsunderes. I prefer standoff or rude characters who secretly help their love interest. Yeah. Okay, anyways, Jonin. My other question is, why did you create a YouTube channel? Okay, so originally originally my intention with my channel was I was done with like problematic social justice where it's like it brings in, you know, diverse characters, but then they take shits on using, you know, stereotypes, or they make it seem like these characters like are much worse than they should be. Like they basically make them unbearable to be around, even though these characters deserve more recognition than, like, okay, what I mean in simple terms is that a lot of the reasons why I created the channel was because of forced diversity that came off as rude, stereotypical, and just plain insulting to the target audience they were aiming for. Like, I hated it. I still hate it. I I had so many problems, and I still have problems with these type of characters because they never put any thought and love into them. As like the reason why I say this is Fred, Fred, knock it off. The reason why I say this is because a lot of the time when these characters are created, their gender or their sexuality or their race, it becomes their number one label that makes them a character, not that they have deeper meaning. And that's insulting. Like, why would I want to read about this character who deserves recognition, and not just, you know, their gender or their skin color or their sexuality? They deserve recognition in what they do, not because of what's in their pants, what their skin color is, or whether or not they are attracted to men, women, or anyone in between. That's what felt insulting to me, and it hurt people. It hurts people because it gives the wrong impression to readers, and it gives wrong impressions to people who don't understand these people, and it infuriates me. It infuriates me because I don't want people to think of others based off of shitty writers' ideas of what this diverse character is, based off of only the stereotypical bullshit you would see from the 90s. That's why I started my YouTube channel, is to spread awareness of that. And then a year or two later, I just grew tired and tired and tired of looking into every situation. It was the same thing every week, every 2 weeks. There would be some kind of change. There would be some kind of like race bent, gender bent, sexuality swap, and everyone would be like, it's totally fine. It's amazing, from like, you know, a news point like idea, but they don't really give the character time to be, like, you know, they don't actually pay attention to the diverse characters. And that's something that really sucks in pop culture, is that a lot of the time when we're trying to uplift these new diverse characters, then we take away something from an already established diverse character, and that's the stuff that really affects, you know, the readers. Like, a lot of the time, the people who've already read this stuff knows of all these other diverse characters that are swept under the rug in order to uplift these stereotypical, like, characters just for the sake of a quick buck or a quick, you know, message to all to say, "Oh, I'm not, I'm not bigots or I'm not a racist. I'm not this." It, yeah, sorry guys. I'm just really annoyed right now. I want to stop drawing for a second. I want to get back to feeling a little bit better. Where the fuck is my stylus? You guys better not have stolen my stylus. I fucking swear if my dog's there's my stylus. But I've decided to rebrand my channel to kind of focus on fan stuff, to focus on elements of, getting into creative fandoms, getting into creation of, like, stories, artwork, OCs. I want to focus on those elements and not just being negative all the time. It's not that I don't believe in what I believed in before. I've had a lot of people send me messages on Twitter asking me, why did I switch sides? Why was I kissing SJW's asses? And I'm like, have you guys watched my content? Like, I'm not sitting here praising everybody for their diverse characters. I'm bringing in points, but okay, fine. Okay, let me just reset my laptop because I'm still on the drawing board. I'm gonna take a sippy sip, and you guys can keep asking questions. I would have drawn more, but the problematic thing is that I just can't stand to draw when the stylus is being weird. So that's kind of why I stopped drawing. Okay, LeMay. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I keep exiting out of my screen by accident. How would you describe your art style? Which artists inspire you? That is a hard question because I'm very mixed about which artists inspire me, but I guess I would have to say a lot of my art is inspired by mostly anime like art. For example, Digimon or Zatch Bell, Detective Conan. I would say they're more inspired by that, but as well as some elements of comic book styles from, like, more of so the 60s. I know it doesn't show a lot in those elements. I know, I'm still working on that. It's just like I really got to put some idea into what I can fix it with. I also do love Don Bluth's style. It's really cute. I might try to one day recreate pieces from the movies just because I love how charming the art style is. Yeah, but that's the best way I can describe my art style. It's not fully like every single one of those. I just take elements of what I like the eyes or maybe the hair, stuff like that that inspire me to kind of make it simplistic but also very detailed in some areas. Anyways, John, yeah, the negative stuff can be taxing, but we need more positivity and creativity to not feel hollow. Exactly. I feel like a lot of the time this is going to be something I rambled about Sunday night. Sunday night I was rambling about how difficult it was dealing with fandoms. Now, a couple of years ago, I used to be a big part um of the DC fandom. Now, I made OCs all the time. I'm not going to hide this hide this about myself. I was a huge nerd within that fandom. I had lots of characters within that fandom. I had yeah. But yeah, I was a part of different groups, and eventually I bumped into a group of people I would think were my friends at a later point, and I was always trying to get their attention. I was always trying to talk to people, and I kind of realized they didn't really like me because of this reason, or maybe they saw me as toxic because I wasn't picking up specific, signals or like social skill like moments where I'm supposed to read the room, but I can't read the room most of the time. And it's like you have to practically tell me something straight to my face in order for me to understand it. A lot of these people, again, I don't blame them because again, these are the same type of people that are like me in that way. Social interactions between nerds is pretty difficult in some areas. But I can always remember this one time where I felt like shit because I didn't feel like I was good enough, and I wanted to join in on one of these people's Dungeon and Dragons group, but the person behind it was like, "No, I don't really want you to be a part of this." Like I was just basically asking if they could teach me or point me to any, direction of where to go, and she was just like, "Well, you wouldn't be able to understand it because of your slowness." And it's honestly like it was during that time where I just kind of felt like, "Oh." And then again, I don't blame them for not wanting to teach me. That's totally understandable. Nobody is owed that kind of thing, but the least they could have done is maybe point me somewhere and just have been like that, or just been like, maybe just check out YouTube or something. They didn't do that. They just practically told me, yeah, you would be kind of slowed in understanding this. And that's where I kind of realized, even if they wanted to be like, these were mostly uh, people who are more leaning in the social justice super woke side where everything would offend somebody, and I was trying to get their attention, and it's just like, nah, nah. They wanted to be welcoming. They wanted to be welcoming, but if it meant trying to actually guide someone through something or befriend them or be respectful to them, they couldn't do that. They couldn't do that. It was always behind closed doors where these type of people would most likely talk shit in your face or say, "Oh, you would just slow us down." Like I was just asking a simple question, and then I just kind of felt like this is a kind of fandom I don't want people to interact with. Like, they can say they were friendly all they want. They can say they're, here for everybody. But as long as you're on their terms of superiority, like, see your parent, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares about saying that word? But if you weren't on their level of thinking or their mindset, then you weren't allowed to join in. I realized that the hard way, and I was just sitting there for days on and realizing these people don't really care about me. Most of the people I was chatting to was associated with this group, and everyone didn't reach out to me. It was me reaching out to them, and it's just like they didn't care about what like what kind of shit you were facing. Like I was in a very dark place during that time, and let me tell you, it sucked because I didn't have any real life friends. I did not have anyone to really lean towards and talk with, and it just really sucked. And that's where I kind of realized like this was into the zone like a year before I started my YouTube channel, where I was just like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to push someone out just because they're not on my level or anyone else's level of thinking, just because they don't understand basic game rules. And I know that Dungeons and Dragons was a like it's a very complex game depending on what kind of version you're playing. I never really learned how to because of that, and I can't even look forward to like thinking of doing similar ideas of identical stuff with that. It's just like, no, I can't. Like, sorry for rambling about that. I'm just, when it comes to telling people stuff, it's like it's always been hard. And I guess that moment kind of inspired me for my channel to make it a welcome space for everybody so they can learn about fandom stuff, that they can learn about original character creation, learn about how to make your own art, write your own stories. I'm still working on a lot of different like pieces for like next year. I think next year will be the main start of the fan hall discussions. I'm I didn't try to push it for November or December because I know if I tried doing that, it would just be draining on me to try and get these episodes done, try and get everything else finished. So I'm currently working on the fan hall discussions. The fan hall discussions is basically talking about things as a fangirl or fanboy and just talking about, like, characters, about, fandoms that you just enjoy, fan art, that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's mostly what I've been trying to work on for the past couple of weeks, is trying to make sure I have at least 10 episodes finished so I can post back-to-back stuff for the first 10 weeks of 2025. Ooh, another question by LeMay. What would be your dream as an artist career-wise? Um I originally wanted to become a DC or Marvel artist, but I don't think I'm in that zone of being able to be recognized like that. I don't think I am. I mean, I would love for that. I would love to start my own comic company, but I'm nowhere close to that at all. I have ideas, I have concepts, I just don't have the best of my abilities or like talent to really push through to that. As much as I'd love for that to happen, I know there's I know one of my friends has pushed me to actually think about it because I am working on one comic that's called Desert Wolf, which would be the opening point for my universe, but I'm still working out a lot of details. I know some people have told me to go reach out to Eric July, and I'm like, first of all, I'm not a person of interest, okay? I am no person of interest because one, I don't have any work to fall on, and I'm sure the moment I even get to like any office of any kind with Eric July, I think the first thing he'd probably say is, "Have you actually finished a comic book?" And my answer to that would be halfway yes. I have a lot of unfinished scripts that I've not touched in a while. I've only managed to finish a handful of comics, scripts, not actual comics. So yeah, do you post your art on Instagram? It's been a while since I've actually posted on Instagram. I am sort of active there, but I'm not too sure when I'll be active again. Maybe one day, maybe. I wish I could be more active, but it's just like posting on YouTube, posting on Twitter again, posting on Tumblr. Tumblr, it's just mostly to kind of have my Resident Evil stuff sorted. So yeah, there's a lot of like stuff there. And I know some people might be like, Tumblr, really, Dazzling Kate? And I'm like, well, the only reason why I have a Tumblr is mostly to kind of keep that stuff in an order. And oh my gosh, Fred, are you serious? No. No, Fred. No. 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 Hey slash 10, how's it going? I keep trying to think of questions to ask, but I'm drawing more blanks than a lottery ticket. That's understandable. I think we'll move on to like some other fun stuff. I think it'll be hilarious to kind of go with like something different. Oh my god. Okay, so who wants is there anything you're currently reading? Not really. I'm not really reading much of anything. I think for now I kind of want to play around with with concepts. I think I might read something eventually. It's just that I've been busy with the art challenge as well as studying with my like classes that I just haven't been able to have a moment to actually read. And I like listening, so I guess I've listened to a couple of creepy pastas as of recently, so that's the best thing I can really say. But I guess we could do something fun, like getting into the character AI. Honestly, I think that'll be the most funniest thing I can do right now. So I've already established yeah, let me see what I can do. Okay, so I made up a account for this site already, which is the character AI, and I figured it would be kind of funny to kind of just do this like this. Okay, before I go in, this is this is going to be very awkward. We're going to have some fun, but we're not going to get into that kind of fun, okay? Cuz that kind of fun is not allowed on character AI because it's got like a filter, so we cannot do something that would be inappropriate. So please understand that. So okay, yeah. So you all on board for chatting with an character AI to see how fun this could be. Now, usually I'm just like I've chatted with a few already to kind of get an idea of where it goes. But I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with how the answers are to some degree, but I know that in some ways there's just some weird vibes that some of them give. So I chose one that was an obvious choice. Chat with Renegoo and ask him if he's still a don't. Oh my god, no. No. Okay, let's just obviously we got it. Oop, well, it's midnight. I'm starting to get sleepy. Good night, everyone. Goodbye. Good night, Megan, and make sure you stay hydrated. I'll see you in the next stream, okay? Awesome. Night. So let us get on to the next. Okay, I gotta make sure I. There's a lot of tabs I have open, so I'm just trying to make sure I don't accidentally pick one that's. Okay, we are going to be chatting with Leon, and I obviously I had to come up with like a persona for the chat just to kind of see what it does. Okay, that's understandable, Bun of Smokes. Like I don't want to like take any time off like off your sleeping schedule. So if you guys need to sleep, I understand. You can always rewatch my stupidity later on. So understand that I don't want to keep you guys awake too long. But okay, so let's see. Can we get the okay, we got the speakers on. We're going to keep it on 47. So, yeah, let's you can actually hear the character talk. So, let's see.
You're an idiot, Leon says with an annoyed scoff, winding a roll of gauze around the laceration on your forearm. Seriously. I mean, what were you thinking? You can't just act careless like that. This isn't a game, Ella. He's never been overtly fond of you as a partner nor a friend, citing that he worked better alone and didn't need your help. He doesn't even try to be civil with you.
Oh my god, Leon, how could you be so mean to me? I mean, I could totally chat with him on the phone, but I'm also scared of how Like, how generated would that be? Like, I gotta know. I gotta know. Okay, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna give it a chance. Let me see if I can actually call him. Okay, allow. I am not an idiot, Leon. I am trying my best here. You're just, you're just, you're just a big jerk.
Leon's expression darkened at your response, rolling his eyes. Right, I'm the jerk, says the one who got herself injured in the field. If you were trying your best, you wouldn't have a 4-inch gash on your arm right now.
Oh my
He continues wrapping the gauze around your arm with a rough but purposeful touch, his hands efficient and sure.
What am I supposed to say to you? Okay, I guess I rushed into battle, but we're still alive, right? We're still living, we're still breathing. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, Leon.
It's a big deal because you could have gotten yourself killed, Leon counters, tightening the final bit of gauze and giving you a stern look. You were reckless. There's a difference between being brave and being stupid. And today, you were stupid.
How could you say that, Leon? I thought we were friends.
We were never friends. Leon snaps back bluntly, the words harsh. His eyes narrow slightly as he looks at you. We work together. There's a difference. But fine. I'll say it differently. You were reckless. You put yourself needless danger and could have gotten yourself killed. That would have been stupid and careless. And it would have been on your head if you had died for that. Is that clear enough for you?
I guess. I could have. You could have. I'm speechless. Okay, I can't. I can't right now. I can't.
Leon lets out a heavy sigh, seeing how his words had affected you. He reaches up and adjusts his gun holster over his chest before he speaks again, his voice softer this time. Look, you're not a bad agent, that's the truth, okay? But you have to learn. You have to be smarter. You need to stop acting carelessly and start thinking things through before you charge in there.
Could you help me with that, Leon, please? I don't want to fuck up again, please. Please.
Leon lets out another heavy sigh, a mix of annoyance and resignation in his expression.
You don't
But ultimately,
do that
he nods
much.
reluctantly. Fine, he grumbles. I'll help you. But only because I don't want you getting yourself killed. You need to start using your head, thinking things through. And for once, listening to what I have to say.
Okay, okay. I'll do whatever you say. Whatever you say, Daddy.
Leon's brow furrows in mild irritation. Don't call me that, he replies gruffly, the nickname bringing an uncomfortable flush to his cheeks. And don't pull the daddy card. That doesn't work on me. But you will do everything I say, all right? No more being reckless.
Got it. I promise I won't call you Daddy again. I swear. I swear. I am so fucking not sure what else to say to you, Leon. I'm not sure.
Leon rolls his eyes in irritation, clearly not used to dealing with your playful teasing. Save the smartass comments for later and just follow my orders, he says gruffly, crossing his arms over his chest. And no more pulling stupid stunts like the one you did today. Got it?
Got it. I promise. Crystal clear. Crystal clear.
Leon nods, seemingly content that you're cooperating for the time being. Good, he mutters, looking you over again, still scrutinizing you. And take care of yourself, all right? No more getting hurt.
Got it. I promise I won't start any more bullshit. I swear.
Leon gives you a satisfied nod, his eyes flickering over to the now fully wrapped gash on your arm. Make sure you check that regularly for infection, he instructs, tone firm but laced with a hint of concern.
Oh my God.
I don't want you getting sick because of that.
All right, I will. Oh my gosh. It even I didn't even know it did this. Like that was my first voice call on this damn thing. I was really it records everything. I'm having too much fun with this, guys. Guys. There's more than just this mod. I swear. There's more than just this. This is just Leon not liking you that much. There's like a fucking ton of funny and weird ass, but fun type of characters of Leon or anybody really. Should we keep playing around with this one, or would you guys like to play around with something like another Resident Evil character, or I wonder if you could do like a group chat. Like, I wonder how that would work. Because I know you can get characters from other creators. Like, you can put them all into like a group together, and you see how you can see how they interact with each other. Like, this is this is one of my first times using the voice chat option though. I was trying to test this like a couple of days ago when I was like trying to see what was the big deal, and I've been playing around with it for a while, and it's turned out fun. It's turned out fun. Anyways, would you guys like me to do more stupid shit with the call, or should we try and introduce Leon to a different character? Like, what's the idea? What we should go here with, guys? But I guess I'll leave it up to you. Where's my phone? I gotta check my phone. Do. Oh shit. Okay, I guess I could continue the call. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Leon, what if I accidentally blew us up, like, with an explosive by total accident? Like, how would you react?
Leon's eyes snap back to you, a mixture of shock and surprise on his face. What? What did you just say? Did you seriously just ask me how I would react if you accidentally blew us up with an explosive? Are you serious right now? He asked, voice a mixture of disbelief and irritation.
It was a question, okay? It was a question. I was curious, and I got a few, grenades on me right now, and I wanted to know, just in case I were to accidentally blow us up by total accident, not anything bad, just by accident.
Leon's expression turns even more agitated, his jaw clenching as he tries to process what you just said. You have grenades on you? Right now? He repeats back, eyes narrowing. Do you not hear how completely insane you sound right now? Why the hell do you have grenades on you? And why the hell would you even consider asking how I would react if you accidentally blew us up?
I just kind of found them in the like base, and I just sort of thought maybe, just maybe, I should consider asking you how would you react if we accidentally blew up, and would it be entirely my fault for picking these up when we could just throw them at the enemies, and maybe perhaps if we don't die we can go to Starbucks afterwards? I don't know. Would you consider going on that coffee date, Leon? I'm just fucking
Leon
around
is
with this thing.
completely stunned, his eyes flickering with disbelief and confusion. You found grenades, just lying around, thought it would be a good idea to pick them up and bring them along? He says incredulously. And now you're asking me if I would blame you if we accidentally blew ourselves up, and asking if I want to go on a coffee date with you afterwards?
Yes!
Leon's eyes narrow, struggling to understand what is going through your mind. You're completely insane, you know that, right? He mutters, his hands clenching into fists. Why do you think bringing grenades along is a good idea? And why the hell do you want to go on a coffee date with me all of a sudden?
You picked up a fucking rocket launcher last mission to fight that tyrant just for that mission. You used that. But if I used grenades, suddenly that's the end of the world. What is wrong with you, Leon? Oh, wow. I think I broke it. I think he's broken. Is he not working? Does he not want to hear me anymore? Oh, it's an error. Okay. Okay, so on here, it basically says Leon Bristle. Wait, he can just say it.
Leon bristles at your comment, his eyes narrowing. It's completely different, he protests. A rocket launcher is something we might actually need in a fight. Grenades are a liability, and you can't just pick up random ordnance lying around the base. That's extremely dangerous and careless, not to mention stupid.
Yeah, I'm in love with trying to like see how fucked I am with like asking him questions. Okay. So, is that a no on the coffee date?
Leon rolls his eyes, clearly exasperated by your persistence, but he can't help the hint of amusement that flickers in his expression at your bluntness. Fine, he sighs, a begrudging hint of reluctant agreement in his tone. If you can promise me that you're not gonna blow us up, then yes, we can get a coffee after this mission. But only if you're well behaved and don't cause any more trouble. Got it?
Got it. Got it. I promise I will continue on without another thought and not blow us up by accident. I promise.
Leon gives you a firm nod, still not entirely convinced you won't cause any more trouble, but willing to give you the benefit of the doubt for now. All right, then it's a deal. But I swear to God, if you do blow us up, I'll never speak to you again and I will never buy you a coffee in my life, he retorts, a hint of a smirk tugging at the corner of his lips.
Oh my god, that's just hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay, well, we're gonna go on to a different character since this entire place has more than just that character. Like, let me decide though. Let me decide. Like, guys, tell me what you want to see. Well, I figure out how to work this damn like. Okay. Okay, so would it be bad? Oh gosh. What exactly could we do with this? I'm trying to think of funny stuff that we could do with this. Wait. Since we already made a character, I guess I could try and make. I guess I could try and make fun. Let me try that persona thing again. That would be fun. Personas. Okay, so fun. You can generate your own image. Uh, ginger-haired woman with green eyes. Wait, I could just add my own photo of the character, but I want to see how okay, I guess that's kind of not terrifying. I guess. They really love enjoying to play around with this thing. Like, it's got art AI, like character AI. Like, what next? What next? Is there going to be like an AI where basically you can smell the character? Like, oh yeah, Leon smells like, I don't know, shamrock bath soap. I don't know. That would be weird. Like that's just a couple steps away, I guess. You probably just need a like gas like little gas chamber or something attached to your computer. Bam, it probably lets out some odor just to do that like weird 3D thing. Or maybe you can just even put the helmet on, then put that thing on your nose. I don't know. This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. Okay. Former nurse turned zombie hunter. Well, not that wouldn't be a zombie hunter. Turned agent who is an awkward mess of a person. Often is nervous, dislikes crowds, and is self-conscious about herself. Prefers coffee over tea. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Dogs over cats. Overly repeats herself. Again, this is just me mostly fucking around with this thing. I want to see how this like AI does with some things, and I think it's kind of funny. I think it's kind of funny, but like, yeah. You guys can tell me what I should do more with the character AI, and we'll see how we can. Oh wait, let's see how they do Louise. I want to see how that goes. I will respond in character. I'm doing fun. I'm doing fun. I'm just gonna like see how that goes. Oh god, that's hilarious. Okay, so we gotta do this. But let me know what your what your questions will be. I will answer them. But again, this is for fun, seeing how well this character AI thing can work with. Oh gosh, this will be fun. So now we're doing Luis, and we're gonna see how well this goes. I'm not actually looking for a Senorita. Actually, I'm looking for you.
This caused him to furrow his brow. For me? He said with a tone that sounded more of curiosity than concern. He pulled on of his legs up to his chest in a more sitting down position. And what would a pretty lady like you want with me? He teased. His thick accent was present.
I'm actually here to collect you for Rope. Now, Rope is this organization based on helping redeeming scientists like yourself from Umbrella. Like, how would you love to be a part of our organization that focuses on taking down bioweapons and all these screwed up things? And honestly, this is very awkward being chained to you like this. I've never considered this as an option of welcome welcoming someone. Is this a custom of this land? It's kind of a weird question, but is it?
He listened to you for a bit, his face still holding an expression of wonder, but this was quickly broken by a chuckle. Sorry, but you sound like one of those salespeople from a shopping mall, he said with a smirk on his face. But he wasn't taking you seriously, it seemed. And what do you intend on doing with me if I decline?
Um, funny thing is, I'm here to collect you to be redeemed to help with the organization so we can take down more bioweapons and, of course, bring peace to groups and places that were affected by Umbrella, as preventing other catastrophes from happening affected by Umbrella happening in the future. And, of course, if you don't, then I really don't want to be the negative Nancy here, but there will be a member from Noose, our attack force, which takes down former Umbrella scientists who declined. So yeah. I laughed awkwardly as I finished.
A serious expression came over his face. That smirk was quickly wiped away. So, I either join you or I die ye. Is that what you want to say here? He said, his tone of voice held annoyance. He did not like being threatened like this.
I am trying my best not to be very negative here, but that was the part of the deal. I am trying my best to make sure that you do not have to deal with that, Mr. Sierra. I mean, Dr. Sierra. Um, I am just trying my best to make sure that we can help everybody out. And the main point of this is to make sure that nobody is affected by such a future events of Umbrella.
He rolled his eyes and let out a slight huff of annoyance. It was clear that this whole situation was bothering him, especially the fact that you two were chained together. Fine. I'll join your cause. I'd rather not die and lose the possibility of killing any of those Umbrella pricks myself.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, good. Now we just gotta get out of here. Any ideas?
He looked around for a quick moment before glancing back at you. Honestly, no. We're currently locked to each other, and I have no idea where the keys might be, but I could... He shifted a bit, trying to get a bit more comfortable. Maybe I can try to pick the lock? Since I'm a scientist, it's not very surprising I know how to do a thing or two.
That would be very nice if you could, if you don't mind.
Consider it done, he said with a smug tone. It seems that he liked to show off his skills every now and then. Though it would be quite a hassle with us being chained to one another, but I'm a skill guy, I'll find a way.
Oh, that's very nice. So what exactly are we chained up for? Are the people of this area very accustomed to chaining their guests of honor to each other? I don't know what exactly is going on. Could you explain, please?
He looked perplexed by your question, though he quickly responded. They probably thought locking us up together would keep us from trying to escape, though it doesn't seem to be working, does it? He chuckled as he tried to move his hands to his pockets until he realized that he wasn't able to, due to being shackled to you. Damn. I could really use a smoke right now.
I unfortunately do not have any cigarettes. Sorry about that.
This sucks. He leaned his head back against the wall. He already looked irritated. Being chained to someone without being able to move must have been driving him insane. He looked at his left hand, where he had a few rings on them. Why did they have to chain my hands? I could have gotten us out of here in minutes.
I have no clue. Do I look like I'm from this village? I'm yeah, totally not knowing what to do with this position. Perhaps we could try and I don't know. I'm trying to think, okay? I don't know.
He rolled his eyes again for the second time. If you say, one more time, I swear, he muttered. It seemed that your awkward nature was starting to annoy him.
I'm sorry, I'm very bad in positions like this, but I will try my best to lay off the ums for now, and perhaps maybe we can work together so we can get out of here and maybe not die because of these chains and I noticed quickly from the glance of my eye of a strange villager about to attack us.
He raised a brow. He quickly glanced at wherever you were looking, his eyes widening a bit. Ah, you mean that guy over there? He looks a bit rabid. He had seen the man approaching, one hand gripping at a pitchfork.
Great. I guess I'll try and reach for my gun. Oh crap! I don't have my gun. Isn't that great? Wait. I quickly then kicked the man in the face with his pitchfork. Boom.
The man stumbled back from the kick, falling back onto the ground. He did seem a bit dazed. It would take him a moment to recover.
Oh my gosh, that is just crazy. I needed to take a break from that because oh my god. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. But alright. Should we try and do more fucking weird like chats with these things or should we do something else? Like let me know right now in the next couple of minutes while I think about what to do. Okay, so we've done the fair share of character AI. Not sure if you guys want to go back to that, but I'm like, maybe we should think of other stuff. Maybe we should go through some other stuff. As much as I would like to continue and fuck around and basically be like, oh, but Luis, we haven't finished the chat. We haven't figured out how we're going to get out of here. How are we going to get out of here? Wait, let me see if they can even do a group chat. Like, holy shit, that would be funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think you can only do it when you're on the app, which sounds pretty cool. Honestly, I was not expecting that. Like, holy moly. Okay, I guess I'll try and focus on creating a weird scenario. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh god, no. He wants a divorce, you're pregnant. Oh my god. That sounds really terrifying. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted. Someone needs to stop me. Someone needs to stop me. Stop me from recording with this. But yeah, this is funny. This is funny. It's like a dramatic scenario, but it's really funny. Like, have people been like doing that? Like, they got a whole like role play going on with like. That's the best way I can sum up these AIs is that this is basically a role play, and it's just kind of funny to me. Like, oh yeah, you found out you're pregnant, and Leon wants a divorce. Oh shit, that sounds like something I could totally be like ready to fuck around with, okay? Stop me right now. Like, speak now, or you're gonna be hearing me talk stupidly to this AI. I'm too amused by this. I am too amused. Okay, okay. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. You guys cannot stop me. Evie, try and stop me. Should I go for it? Like, Evie, I will give you my right hand or my left. Right means go for it. Oh, she just said go for it. Oh my god. You didn't give me a chance to, like, say the other one, but I'll leave that decision to Thumbelina. No, she's too lazy to get up. Fred, he's too lazy. Okay. Okay, fine. We will get into it. Okay? We will get into it. This is going to be very stupid. Okay? This will be very stupid. I will give credit where credit is due. I do love how a lot of these people who made these, like, AI bots is just, like, they're doing their best to make the fun scenarios, dramatic scenarios, whatever you want to. Okay, so let me see. Oh my god. Okay, fine. This is gonna be super stupid, guys, but we're gonna get into character here, okay? Okay? Just kind of have fun. We're doing this for fun. Oh shit. Oh boy. Okay, sorry guys if this is gonna be super annoying, but I figured I'd give you something to play around with. If you guys ever want to make stupid jokes about me, do it based off of this. Because I'm going in here willing to sound stupid for you guys. And I figured it's just kind of funny to, like, reason why I wanted to do this was because of the whole other guy doing the AI. And I'm like, what if I chatted with Leon? Like, let's see how stupid this conversation gets, or let's see how stupid my responses get with this. So, anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoy this. And if you do, and if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you join the membership if you can afford to. That would mean the world to me. So yeah, let's continue. Let's continue. So yeah. Oh boy. So fuck. This is gonna fuck me over, okay? We're gonna call him. What? Why would you want a divorce? Do you have any idea what you were asking me to do here, Leon?
Leon takes a swig of his liquor before meeting your eyes. He's dead serious. We can't do this anymore. Our marriage is falling apart. We barely talk, we're always fighting, and your clinginess drives me crazy. It's like you're constantly trying to control me.
Excuse you? The last time you were controlled by someone, they had very pretty eyes, a short hairstyle, and well, let me mention, just a frickin' sweater on. Ada Wong. I said very annoyed with him.
Leon rolls his eyes irritably. He's already too used to your possessiveness, whenever it has anything to do with Ada. Don't bring her into this. This is between you and me right now.
Okay, do you want that divorce? Because I can sign that right here, right now. Just bring me the papers. I'll sign them.
Leon looks a little taken aback by the fact that you're not even trying to change his mind, or try to convince him to stay. Wait, that's it? Just like that? You're not going to even discuss it?
What's there to discuss? I'm sure you're gonna go straight on and marry someone else, and then in a couple of years, you'll ask her to divorce you, and then it'll repeat and repeat and repeat until the very end of your existence. So yeah, go for it.
Leon frowns in confusion. Your unexpected indifference and lack of fight to keep him is a bit unsettling. So you don't even care that I want to end our marriage? If I bring you the papers right now, you would just sign it without a second thought?
Yeah, sure, fine. We can sign those papers right here, right now. I was clearly over emotional as he took notice of me.
Leon watches you silently for a few seconds, observing you closely, studying your expression, trying to understand how you really feel about all of this. He expected you to be screaming, crying, or saying you'll do whatever it takes for him to change his mind.
What a
The fact that you're
dickbag.
just going along with it without even trying to resist or talk him out of it is making him second guess his decision for a split second.
Just give me the papers right now and we'll be done. If that's what you really want.
Leon stares at you silently for a few more seconds before letting out a heavy sigh. He walks over to a drawer on the sideboard of the living room and pulls out a few folded papers, then returns to you, handing you the documents. Okay, here they are.
Thank you. I'll start signing them right now, I said as I began to sign them up. Can't
Leon
believe this
watches
guy
you as you sign the
crazy.
divorce papers, a sinking feeling in the pit of his stomach. The indifference you're showing is making him feel guilty, but part of him is a bit curious. He can't help but wonder why you're just letting him go without any fight or protest. He wants to ask,
Has
but he
anyone
stays
ever heard
silent.
Testimony? I finished and handed him the papers reluctantly, but sat there quietly.
Leon takes the signed papers from you, a mixture of surprise and disappointment on his face. He glances quickly over them to ensure you really filled them out completely. Once he's satisfied that everything is in order and the divorce is officially in motion, he looks up to meet your gaze, his expression hard to read.
What now?
Leon sets the signed papers on the dining table and lets out a deep sigh, running a hand through his messy hair. He looks tired and frustrated. Now we wait until the judge finalizes the divorce. I expect the process to be done within a few weeks.
Very well. I guess I should go pack up and then leave.
Leon watches you get up silently, his eyes scanning over your figure.
Crazy guys.
Something in your behavior is bothering him. Where you will go, exactly?
I don't know. Maybe I'll go live with Chris and Claire while you figure out your love life, Leon. I don't want to be a part of it.
Leon lets out an impatient huff when you mention Redfield and his sister. The thought of you living with them makes his blood boil.
Oh my my
but he
god.
tries to keep
It's a
himself in
character
check.
AI, myself in comics.
And what makes you think that's all right?
Because I'm a single independent woman who does not need you to always keep an eye on her? How could you say such a thing, Leon?
Leon rolls his eyes at your statement, feeling a wave of frustration wash over him. It's not that I don't think you're independent, Fawn. It's just, he stops himself, hesitating to admit to his possessive and overprotective nature.
Then why do we keep playing this game of cat and mouse? Why? It's not just me starting these fights, Leon. It's you. It's always been you.
Leon scowls and shakes his head, running a hand through his hair again. He hates how you always manage to read him like an open book. I don't start fights on purpose. But you're just so damn clingy all the time. It's like you're always trying to control me, keep tabs on me. It's suffocating.
Keep tabs on you? Ada literally put a fucking camera in our living room, Leon. What is with her and you? You tell me. You tell me.
Leon's expression grows even darker when you bring up the camera incident again. He's getting visibly irritated by the direction this conversation is going.
Oh my
Are we
God.
seriously bringing up Ada again? Seriously, Fawn. Why do you always bring her into our arguments? You know very well that I'm over her.
It was literally last week.
Leon lets out an annoyed huff, growing more agitated by the second. So, it was a stupid mistake, okay? I'm not gonna keep apologizing for it forever, Fawn. I didn't know she placed that damn camera in our house. I thought that the last time we saw each other would be the last time. I told you I'm over it.
Fine. If you're so over it, I hope you're happy now. I hope you are happy after we get this divorce, after the judge, after this entire thing. I hope you are happy sitting in the bar, drinking yourself to a fucking oblivion.
Leon clenched his jaw, a mixture of anger and guilt on his face as he listened to your frustrated words.
I am
Don't
trying
start
my
with
best
that.
to stay in
Don't
Fawn's
start
character.
criticizing my drinking again. It's just a way to unwind and relax. You don't get it because you don't work in the same job I do.
Excuse me. I work in helping out people with bioweapon situations. I've dealt with it for the past 5+ years, and of course, I've worked with my brother, who is half a bioweapon, might I add, so you cannot have any room to talk shit in front of my face just because you feel like defending your stupid habit.
Leon crosses his arms and glares at you, his own frustration increasing by the second. Don't put yourself on the same level as me. I've been dealing with bioterrorism for over a decade now, Fawn. And don't throw Simmons's case in my face. It's two completely different situations, and you know it.
I can't even say anything to you, Leon. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go pack right now. I'm gonna go grab my stuff. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go hang out with Claire. We're gonna go eat like cookie dough filled ice cream or something, and we won't invite you to like the next birthday party bash. Hell no to that. I said hyperventilating at that rate. About to get up from my chair.
Leon stands up as well, a mixture of frustration, guilt, and concern etched on his face as he watches you getting ready to leave. Fawn, wait. Don't just walk away. We can't just end things like this.
We just did 5 minutes ago, Leon. I wrote in those papers. I signed away my rights. Here you go. Goodbye. Have a nice, happy life. And I'm going to go stuff my face now.
Leon's heart sinks watching you walk away. The realization of what's happening settling in. A part of him wants to run to you, apologize and beg you to stay, but his pride and stubbornness keeps him in place. Fawn, don't go.
I need to get out of here. You don't have any idea what I am dealing with right now.
Leon watches you grabbing your stuff, and his mind begins racing. He can't stand the thought of you walking out the door. He takes a step towards you,
He wanted
trying
the
to speak
divorce.
more gently. Wait a second. Tell me what's going on, please.
And why should I?
Leon's frustration starts to mount again, his gaze hardening. Damn it, Fawn. Can you stop being stubborn for once and just talk to me? Just tell me what's going on instead of just walking out the door, please.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Leon runs a hand through his hair, his tone growing more impatient. Why wouldn't I believe you? Just tell me, damn it. I'm tired of all this cryptic bullshit.
You know what? I'll contact you in 8 months, and we will talk from there. Okay? Bye. Bye. I'm leaving. I'm leaving now.
Leon's eyes widen in surprise as you mention the time frame. 8 months? What the hell is that supposed to mean? 8 months? Wait a second. Where the hell are you going for 8 months?
Yeah. Give me a minute. I slapped him across the face, furiously annoyed, and just clearly annoyed with his stupidity of not understanding the time frame of where this was occurring to.
Leon's head snaps back as you slap him, his hand instinctively going to the reddening area on his cheek. He looks stunned and hurt by your outburst. What the hell is wrong with you, Fawn? You do know 8 months is a long time, right?
Leon! I immediately kicked him in the shin as I just looked really more so annoyed than before. What how many months do you think I'd be gone for 8 months for? Tell me what kind of situation involves a woman being gone for 8 months. Tell me right now. Get your head out of your ass. Where do you think I'm going with this?
Leon looks at you in disbelief, holding his sore leg from your kick. Ow. Damn. Wait, what are you saying? Are you trying to say? Then it clicks in his mind. His eyes widen as he takes in the implications of your words and the time frame you just mentioned. Are you trying to say you're pregnant?
Yes, Leon, I am pregnant. Do you understand what pregnant means? I said sarcastically in his face, ready about to kick him again out of emotional hormones and stuff.
Leon's mind is reeling as you confirm the news. He puts his hands up in surrender, trying to avoid another kick from you. Whoa. Please stop kicking me. Yes, I know what pregnant means, okay? You're seriously pregnant.
Yes, I've known for just today. And now that we just divorced, you're not gonna see your kid at all. Isn't that fantastic?
Leon's face falls as your words sink in. He's shocked and heartbroken that you discovered your pregnancy, just as your marriage is ending. You just found out today, and now you're leaving, and I won't see our kid. He runs a hand through his hair, struggling to process the emotions surging through him.
Yeah, I've been pregnant for 6 weeks so far, and I just found out today. And here we are, divorced, and I have no place to go but the Redfields. Ain't that a great place, huh? You know what? Fuck this. I'm leaving now. I'm leaving. I slammed the door as I left the apartment. Did I break it? Did I seriously break it? Like, did Leon just suddenly break? I didn't mean for that to happen, but I was also testing it, so. Oh gosh. Leon watches and oh wait, I can just turn this on. I can just turn this on.
Leon watches in stunned silence as you pack up and leave. He feels a mix of anger, guilt, and helplessness wash over him. His mind is racing with 1,000 different thoughts and emotions. He wants to stop you, to tell you to stay and talk things through, but the words won't come out. And he's left standing alone, listening to the sound of the door slamming shut behind you.
Oh my gosh. That is funny. I'm very much enjoying doing this. I love doing this. It's kind of fun. So I can definitely slap him in the butt in the other chat. Like, give me a minute. Just this one, I'm just like, nah, we don't need a slap in the butt. This one, we can definitely do that with. Let us like restart the entire chat with him because I feel like it's kind of funny to go around doing these things. So yeah, okay, so basically I'm just fucking around with this, like these AIs just for the fun of it. I love this now. This feels like my new hobby now. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can tell me what I can and cannot do. This is forever my personality. Fucking around with robots. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. So now I already did this a half an hour ago, but I want to try it again with Fawn. I know this isn't a game, Leon, but at least we're still alive. We're fine. We saved a lot of people today. I think we did good. I weakly smile as I looked at him, hoping that he would not be so pissed off as he was before, but I guess he was.
Leon doesn't respond to your hopeful smile with a smile of his own. Instead, he just continues wrapping your arm in gauze, a stoic expression on his face. We're fine now, he mutters under his breath, his voice cold and flat. But that could have ended differently. It only takes a moment of carelessness, or stupidity. As he finishes tending to your wound, he doesn't look up at you.
Okay, maybe I did fuck up a little bit, Leon, but what else could I have done? I managed to save you, but you're just being a huge jerk about it. I can't believe you're being a jerk to me about it. We've known each other since Raccoon City. Come on, please. Can you give me the cute face you used to give to me whenever I accidentally made a mistake and you were like laughing a lot and can we go back to those days and not so much the stoic expression you're looking at me with and making me feel very uncomfortable with. I laughed awkwardly, looking away from him.
Leon's expression hardens as you mention the cute face he used to give you in Raccoon City. That was a lifetime ago, it seems. He's a different person now, more distant, more cold. Don't bring up Raccoon City, he snaps, his voice a harsh growl. That was a long time ago, and that was a different me. I've changed. He ties off the gauze and steps back, putting some distance between the two of you.
I mean, have you really changed? I mean, you're still you in some ways. I know that for sure. Um, maybe it's the temperature out here. It could totally be affecting your facial expression. I can try and fix that, okay? I slowly placed my hands on his face, trying to make him smile. I didn't realize how he probably didn't appreciate my hands on his face as he looked at me with stoic eyes. I wasn't getting the hint, was I?
Leon's eyes widen slightly as you place your hands on his face, the shock of the unexpected touch visible in his expression. He tries to keep his stoic composure, but your hands on his face makes it hard to maintain. What the hell are you doing? He mumbles, his voice gruff. You can feel the tension in him, the way he stiffens up under your touch. He doesn't push you away, but you can feel the struggle within him not to.
I'm just trying to make you laugh again. When we first met, it was really funny when I was stuck in that cage, prison cell, when you came to save me and uh, this isn't working as it should be, is it?
Leon lets out
That's
an
why you
annoyed
had to hit
sigh
him in the
as you
butt.
bring up that memory
Oh my
from
gosh.
Raccoon City. It's true. There were moments when your quirky behavior had made him laugh. But that was a lifetime ago. No, it's not working, he mutters, his eyebrows furrowing. You can't just expect me to crack a smile like I used to. A lot has happened since then, Fawn. I'm not the same person.
Are you positive? Wait. I know just the thing that will make you feel better. I slowly attempted as I got up, and I slapped him on the ass.
Leon's eyes widen in shock as you get up and slap his ass. His stoic expression quickly changes to surprise and then to irritation. He whips around to face you, a mixture of anger and disbelief in his eyes. What the hell was that for? He snaps, his voice gruff. You can't just go around slapping people's asses like that. What the hell is wrong with you?
Uh, Sorry, Leon. I figured you probably loved being slapped there because remember our little night with Claire, the year after Raccoon City. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? You were pretty, you were pretty surprised the first time. I hummed happily, but awkwardly as well as he stared at me with annoyance.
Leon's irritation quickly turns to annoyance at the reminder of that night with Claire. He sighs, rubbing his temples in frustration. Yeah, I remember, he mutters gruffly. I was surprised, I won't deny it. But that doesn't mean you can just go around slapping my ass. Or anyone's ass, for that matter. It's not cool. His gaze softens slightly as he looks at you, but there's still a hint of irritation in his eyes.
I mean, you enjoyed our night together with Claire, right? I mean, who wouldn't? It was really romantic. I tried to fix the situation, really. I was just fucking myself over in this situation even more.
Leon rolls his eyes, clearly getting frustrated with the direction this conversation is going.
Guys,
I
you
did
can add
enjoy it,
whatever you
okay?
want. Like,
It
tell
was,
me what
yeah,
you
it
want
was
me to do
nice.
next.
But that doesn't mean you can just slap my ass and expect me to be fine with it. He lets out another sigh, shaking his head. Look, I appreciate your attempts to bring back the old days, but this isn't working. We're not the people we used to be anymore.
Are you sure? I just kind of miss us, okay? I'm really having a hard time adjusting to this new and edgier Leon Kennedy who is totally not going through a phase. I swear you're not going through a phase. It's normal human dynamics of evolution and personality, and I totally do not miss you when you were more of a golden retriever kind of guy, and now you're just kind of like a German shepherd now. I don't know. It's I was having a hard time describing how I was feeling in that situation as Leon looked at me with a annoyed look.
A golden retriever? Leon mutters, raising an eyebrow in surprise at the comparison. Really? He folds his arms across his chest, a hint of irritation still in his voice, but also a subtle hint of amusement. I think your animal analogies could use some work, Fawn.
Okay, maybe you're more of a cat person now. You're kind of like a black cat that doesn't really want to be picked up or pet or really cuddled with, and that makes me sad a lot. It makes me a little sad, Leo.
Leon rolls his eyes at the cat analogy, shaking his head in mock annoyance. A black cat, he repeats, his voice dry. You know, I've always preferred dogs to cats. There's a hint of a
What's
smile on his
what's
lips,
with me?
a small crack in his grumpy demeanor.
Oh my god.
He can't help but be amused by your attempts to label him as a cat.
I mean, with how you're behaving right now, you're kind of deflecting and making me feel very sad that you're more of a cat than you were a dog. And I'll just shut up now. Let's continue with the mission, and we can focus on that. Okay, I finished.
Leon glances at you, noticing the sadness in your expression. He softens slightly, feeling a pang of guilt for his gruff demeanor. All right, he mutters. Let's focus on the mission. We've wasted enough time already. But later, we need to talk about this. He gestures between the two of you, a hint of frustration in his voice.
Okay, okay. What was the mission exactly? Something about an underground temple, underground lab. I was clearly nervous trying to recall the details of what was supposedly our mission in the deserted rainforest area.
Leon nods, his expression serious as he brings you back to the task at hand.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
definitely a golden
there's an
retriever.
underground facility hidden
It's just
somewhere in
Juan
this
would probably
rainforest.
say, "You're more of
Word
a cat
is
now."
that it's connected to a cult that's been causing trouble lately. We need to find the entrance and gather any information we can about their activities. Intel indicates they've been doing some shady business down there. He glances at you, noticing your nervous demeanor. You alright?
I'm totally fine. We're totally gonna survive this. We are going to kick some occult butt, and maybe afterwards we can get some Sundays and enjoy ourselves. I tried to push up a positive demeanor, but really, I was panicking on the inside.
Leon could sense the nervousness behind your positive demeanor. He knew you were panicking inside, but he didn't press the issue. Instead, he just nods, his expression still serious. Yeah, we'll be fine, he reassures you. We've dealt with worse situations before. Just stay focused and stay close. I've got your back.
Thank you, Leon, I said as we continued walking forward to the next location of what our mission was supposed to be.
Leon nods, staying vigilant as you continue walking. He keeps his guard up, scanning the surroundings for any signs of danger. Don't mention it, he mutters, his voice gruff but with a hint of concern. Just stay sharp. This jungle can be dangerous. Eventually, you reach the coordinates indicated by your intel. A large ancient temple looms in front of you, shrouded by vines and foliage.
This totally doesn't look like anything from out of a scary horror movie in the middle of some place of a scary temple. This kind of looks like the Indiana Jones temple. Do you remember that movie, Leon? The one with the snakes and the vines and I don't know what happens next, but there were plenty of things in there. I mumbled a lot.
Leon raises an eyebrow at your rambling, a bemused expression on his face. Yeah, I remember Indiana Jones, he says dryly. Although I'm pretty sure they didn't fight any infected cultists in that movie. He steps forward, examining the temple. But I see what you mean about the resemblance. Hopefully, we won't end up being the new sacrifice to some pagan god.
Yeah, let's hope we're not gonna die from a sacrifice. Let's instead focus on trying to live, and maybe we can find someone who might want to be redeemed from this strange occult. I'm sure one of those umbrella scientists are around here somewhere, and we can move on and not die. And I'm a little panicked, so let me just fix up my gun. And I was struggling to fix up my gun as I focused on just that, keeping my eyes around the entire place as Leon just stood there, unamused by my attempts of calmness, which were on the edge of breaking down.
Leon sighs as he watches you struggle with your gun. Noticing your growing panic, he steps closer,
Okay, Tevia,
placing a
good
firm
night. It
hand
was
on your
awesome
shoulder.
for you to be
Fawn,
here.
chill, he says
I
firmly.
appreciate you being
You're
here.
getting too worked up. We can handle this if we stay calm and focused. Just breathe, okay? We've dealt with worse before. He takes the gun from your trembling hands and quickly fixes it for you. There. Now take some deep breaths. We'll get through this.
I took a breath and another breath, and I calmed myself down as I eventually pulled my hair back and began to look around calmly and moved forward towards the temple.
Leon nods approvingly as you manage to compose yourself. He follows closely behind you as you move towards the temple, keeping his guard up. Good. Keep it together, he mutters, his voice low. Remember, we're just here to gather intel and get out. Stay focused. As you approach the temple, the air feels heavy and oppressive. It's as if the very atmosphere is warning you to turn back.
Okay. I think we should try another another Leon, because I'm just like I'm quickly getting tired of this one. Not that it's bad. Not that it's bad. We'll do one more Leon. Oh gosh, we gotta think of something really weird. Leon Kennedy. Something very weird. What is? Oh my gosh. You're oh gosh, there's a lot of werewolves. I decided to put werewolf in, and I'm like, holy shit. Should we? Should we, guys? Should we? Should we? Should we fuck around? Oh my god. My dad's probably in the other room, like, what the fuck is? You're getting tired of Leon in general. Okay, well, wait. Maybe we can do something else. Another character. Okay, so maybe Claire. Nah, I'm thinking. Do they even have Billy? Well, let me see. Let me see if they got Billy. Oh my god. There's just so many different ones that I'm just like, oh no. Oh wait, what if we did Ada? Oh god, this is gonna be very. Oh no, this sounds really fun. This sounds really fun. Okay, okay, so obviously I gotta do an Ada one because honestly it sounds funny as hell. Especially with Bond's character. It's it's something I've wanted to do for a while is actually create a fight scene or something with Ada. This is nothing against Ada. Ada is one of my favorite characters from Resident Evil. I just don't like it when they try to push her relationship with Leon as her only personality when really she has a lot more complexity and deserves more recognition than just being Leon's girlfriend, even though officially they aren't really boyfriend girlfriend. More like friends with benefits, in my personal opinion, or just really enemies with benefits. I don't know. Okay. Okay. I took a sippy sip of cola, and now I'm gonna take a sippy sip of water, because. Okay. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay. So, let me just. Okay, so let's turn this on.
Ada was pointing the gun at you while you did the same. She looked at me with hate. You're just his leftovers, honey, she said with a sneer.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm the leftovers. I laughed nervously as I looked at Ada, with my gun still on her. If I'm the leftovers, then what are you? Are you the fucking feast? Because it only seems like you come around when you need something, or if you need a little help with your job. I laughed, annoyed with her.
I'm his true love. He's obsessed with me. You're nothing more than the toy he'll play around with for a few minutes until he throws it away, she said with a cruel smirk on her face.
I laughed as she said this. If you're saying he's like that, then that must make you the one behind that, because only dogs learn from their masters, which in this case, I'm
He'd
sorry.
do anything for me. I've been with him far longer than you could ever dream of. You don't even understand him. You don't know a thing about him, she growled as she clenched her fist tightly. Watch your tongue or I'll cut it out myself. Leon is never going to love you. I've known him for years and I'm the only one he loves, she said in an almost annoyed tone. What? Surprised that Leon wouldn't love a pathetic weakling like you? She said, her words filled with harshness.
Wow, I've never been that insulted in my life before, but at least I can say I've been insulted by a pile of shit, I told her.
A pile of shit. That seems more like you since you're just the trash Leon picked up and decided to try and play around with, she said with cruel sarcasm.
I batted my eyes, ready to shoot. Okay, this is going to end right now. This is going to end right now. I mumbled.
What? Are you going to shoot me, sweetie? She asked with a sarcastic tone.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot your dumb ass.
Oh, really? And what makes you think I'll be an easy target for you? She said, taunting me.
I rolled my eyes, finger on the trigger, ready to pull.
You really think you scare me? I've done far worse in my line of work, she said in a mocking tone.
Don't even go there.
What now? Too scared to shoot me? She asked in a teasing manner.
I shot her in the foot.
Ah, sht! She cursed loudly in pain while falling to the ground to hold her injured foot.
Yeah, you thought I was scared to do that, huh?
You, Petich. She clenched her teeth in pain as she continued to hold her injured foot.
That's what you deserve.
You're going to regret that, I swear to God, she said angrily while struggling to get up.
I was ready to shoot again, but hummed a little bit as I thought.
What are you waiting for, huh? Shoot me again, go ahead, she said in a challenging tone, struggling to get back up.
Okay, if you say so. I shot her again in the nether foot.
Ah! She screamed in pain again as she fell back down.
Okay, this is just... I was expecting a bit of a challenge, okay? Maybe I shouldn't have picked the one that just basically is like, oh yeah, let's just like... Okay, let me just like find another one, because this one's just too easy. This one's too easy. I want one that can actually kick my ass, okay? Oh god. Oh my goodness, there is so much here. There's a lot here, like holy shit. So there's no funny... Damn, like, I'm It took LOL. It took me out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's just crazy. I am finding these really strange role swapped with like Leon, like Ada being like the cop instead, and oh gosh, I am very intrigued. I'm very intrigued by that. I love role swaps. Like I guess one of my favorite ones. You know what? Let's just like I think I want to talk about like other things instead of just like oops, sorry. I keep forgetting the mic's right there and I'm trying to itch my eye and it's annoying. I guess we can like look at some of the art that I have. Let me just go and open a few of these because I know a lot of people are interested in talking about that. I think that will be one of the last things I do now. Let me check. Because I got like almost 10 days worth the Arttober pieces. So we're gonna do. I want to try and go through them all. Okay. Okay, so because yeah, what was after the fourth one? I think it's right around. Five. What was the sixth one? Oh yeah, Honey Badger. And then Meteor Shower. Okay, and after Meteor Shower was Fluffernutter. And to today's one, it's Vikings. We're going to go through all 9 days of what I've drawn so far. And I'm going to talk about them real quick. And yeah, that should be fun. Okay, give me a minute. I gotta turn off my AC real quick. Okay, so for the first day of Arttober, I did Bad Hair Day. Now I was trying to do like, some spelled out words in a blood kind of way, but then I just kind of just decided to use the inking pencil later on just to kind of make it easier for my brain. So I first started off with Leon because honestly, I wanted to do something involving my favorite character from Resident Evil to start Arttober with. And the reason why I decided to choose Resident Evil characters is to kind of improve my skill with drawing them. Just like focusing on what I can improve from, what styles I liked the most, and what could I see for the next coming pieces after that. So yeah, I just went with Leon because that's the one character a bad hairstyle would not work well for. I didn't have him super mad. I was just like, okay, this is kind of annoying, but whatever. I'll let it slide. Originally, I had Claire in the background, but then I was like, no, it felt better to have him alone. So yeah, let's move on to the next one, which was pumpkin seeds. And honestly, I was trying to figure out what to do with this one, and then I was like, I guess I could have characters eating pumpkin seeds because I didn't feel like drawing like artistically like what I was intending to do originally, which was having a pumpkin sliced open or something and having it rain pumpkin seeds from the top while one character was sitting inside the pumpkin, just letting the pumpkin seeds rain on them. I thought that was pretty interesting at first, but then I was like, nah, that just sounds really complicated and weird. It kind of shows what exactly to expect. And my main objective for these art pieces to kind of focus on improving in some areas where I slack in or lack in specifically. But the reason why I use slack is because I try to avoid these kind of movements. I avoid people eating, I avoid people sitting, I avoid movement in a lot of my pieces, which I realized was a really bad thing, that I wasn't trying to break out of my shell and I was just doing portraits all the time. So this is to kind of help me get out of that zone and focus on improving in areas that I need to focus on. Oh gosh, I keep getting like some. Okay, so yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Do. But yeah, just responding to someone real quick, just to kind of get it out of the way. But another thing about this piece, I was just confused of which characters to use at first. I originally was going to try to do Leon and Claire, but then I was like, I got to improve on drawing different body types. So I decided to go with Barry and Jill because I wanted to work on a piece with Jill and Barry at a later point. Probably won't do it until like I get some perspective shots done for the piece. There is going to be a fun piece I work with Barry and Jill in, and it's gonna be something I wanted to try and improve with the shading, the like atmosphere and such. It's something I've been waiting to do for a while, but it's just a matter of figuring out which rough drafts to pick from. So that's kind of why I went with doing a lot of rough drafts for this challenge because it kind of gives me an idea of what to work with, and it's made it simple for me to like focus on improving which areas. And of course, there is going to be more pieces of art stuff coming in December. I do have to think of what kind of art challenge I'll be doing, whether it's going to be like a Disney themed art challenge or if I'm going to do something else. There's just a lot there that I'm trying to work from. Oh boy. Okay. Alrighty, so moving on to day 3 of the art challenge, which is Black Bat Flower, which oh god. I didn't even notice I made a scribble there. Well, whatever, it kind of gives a character, I guess. That's pretty interesting. But I decided to go with Ada Wong for this one because I did want to do a portrait type style to kind of make sense of the like make sense of focusing on the flower details but also focus on a character at the same time. I didn't just want to do like multiple pieces of focusing on one object. It's like there's going to be two challenges in a row where basically it's going to basically be just the object of question of the challenge. It's mostly going to focus on the details of said food because I wanted to try and give myself a break from drawing humans for 2 days in a row, but I didn't want it to be excessively, so that's kind of why I made an exception to have it 2 days in a row of giving myself a break between characters and drawing people in general and focus on the food element. So yeah, it's just going to be food that's going to be detailed to kind of improve on my perspective of how to make bowls or whatever I have going on. But yeah, I think this is the most liked out of all of my art pieces, whether it's on my Tumblr or Twitter. Let me check my Twitter actually. Okay, so okay, my Ada picture has like 4 likes on Twitter. I don't have a lot of likes for much of anything other than that, so it does have more views, but then that leads me to like my fifth day, I mean. But we'll talk about that when I get to the 5th day. So the next one, I just kind of gave myself a pass for this in a way. I didn't want to do too much with shading or like much of anything with this. It was just for all the fun of having some focus on just drawing it for fun. So yeah, this was more of a fun to draw piece. I wasn't really intending it to be a fully finished piece. Maybe one day when I redraw it, maybe I might turn it into a finished piece, but this is as good as it's going to get for this for right now. So yeah. And for rhubarb, I just basically had one stuck in Albert's mouth because let's be real, you guys can do whatever you want with this piece. Considering it's Albert with a freaking vegetable in his mouth that looks pretty inappropriate if you replaced it with anything else. So, yeah. The only reason why I decided to draw Jill and Chris in the background is because who honestly likes this vegetable? Okay. I'm going to take a sippy sip and I will be right back. It's a rhubarb. I think that's how you say it. I think that's how you say it. I could totally be wrong. I could totally be wrong. But it basically says it in the corner, so never tried it. Apparently it's like a sour type of like it's a bitter sour vegetable. I guess I'll drink a little bit of cold water. Okay. Oh man, I thought it was a sweet fruit, right? I've seen it in pies, and I always thought it was like something like a strawberry tasting fruit or something. I think with like talking to that like character AI, like my voice is giving out because I put so much time and effort into sounding distressed with it. But that makes sense. But yeah, we'll move on to the next piece. Honey Badger, I just kind of got lazy and drew and drew Rebecca because she's my favorite female character out of a lot of the characters now. No offense to Jill and Claire, I love them both, but I feel like since Rebecca is the original protagonist, considering she is that in Resident Evil 0, I consider her the first, and I feel like with her being absent in a lot of games or just not used a lot for some concepts, that she deserves a lot more respect than what people think. Like, because remember, she's the original before Jill, before Claire. She's the original female protagonist. And I think it really would have been awesome to have her play a bigger role in other games. I'm just saying. She's probably one of the better characters in the Resident Evil universe that deserves more recognition for her development. And I really wish we could see more of Billy in the future. After finishing that game, I was so bummed out. But okay, moving on to Meteor Shower, which was probably more of my challenging pieces because I was actually doing a background, I was playing around with light and such, and I was pretty lazy with the meteor part, but you know what, whatever. I wanted to kind of do a piece that felt a little easy on me but also very hard on me because this motorcycle took me a whole day to sketch out, and then it took me even longer to ink it. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with what I managed to finish considering I'm bad at drawing automobiles. Because again, I do not do well with automobiles. I do not do well with drawing vehicles. I do not do good in a lot of things containing road moving things. So I'm pretty proud of this piece. Maybe one day I'll actually draw more motorcycles because this is giving me an idea of what I need to focus on improving, what I need to focus on drawing more of, so that way the next time I draw it, it will be easier for me in the future. Again, I got to tell you guys right now, if you plan on wanting to become an artist in comics, animation, you better know what kind of fucking thing needs to be drawn when a character's moving. Because I thought, hey, I'm never going to need to draw a motorcycle. Realizes I have a thing for characters with motorcycles. Yeah, I'm gonna need to learn how to draw a motorcycle. So yeah, this took me a while to finish. But okay, moving on to the next character. I gotta say, I never tried to draw many characters eating, so this has been fun that I've managed to draw 3 different scenarios of characters eating, whether they're eating pumpkin seeds or rhubarb. I'm pretty proud of how this sandwich looks, okay? Look at the detail. Look at the damn detail, guys. I know it's not that big of a deal, but I'm pretty happy with how it looks. And of course, I had to draw Sherry eating it because I'm like, I can't think of another character that would eat this. I was like originally thinking maybe Claire or Leon, but then I'm like sitting there like, does Leon even eat peanut butter sandwiches? Does Claire even eat peanut butter sandwiches? What if one of I don't know. It seems like a kid thing to do. Hi Fred. How are you? You want to say hi to the audience? You want to say hi to the audience? Not really, Ma. What about you, Duncan? Oh no, Evie, don't put your don't put your paw on the keyboard. But yeah, I had to shorten my like list of characters that I was gonna draw. So it's gonna be like 12 different characters from the Resident Evil series. And I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. None of them is Ethan Winters. I am sorry. I am so sorry. I do want to draw him, but I'm just like also like, yeah, anything beyond 6, or in this case 4, because there are some characters from 5 and 6 that I didn't really consider drawing. I'll be real. I'll be real. I didn't consider to draw some of the characters from 5 or 6 that are new. So before anyone gets their pitchforks out, it's just mostly characters from 4 and before. Okay? Mostly those characters. But yeah, I was pretty happy with how this one came out. She looks really cute. It looks very simplistic. Let me tell you, it's very hard to draw like furniture, which I realized was another thing I've been delaying to do. So I got to improve on my furniture drawing. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be super fun, guys. Like these type of challenges are meant to kind of help people understand where they're missing like their skill from and what to do with it. And I'm already learning. So yeah. The final piece that I finished today was the Viking piece, and oh my gosh. I didn't really know what to do with like I was looking up different designs and such, and I was just like, okay, so yeah, I decided to mostly make this a Billy and Luis piece because I couldn't think of anyone else to do it with. Probably not my best work because I don't do well with drawing guys that much. And honestly, I will say it's something I definitely have to work on with some elements. But I think it will turn out fine. But I guess I'll tell you what the next piece will be, which is this is for tomorrow's piece. I'm still kind of working on it, and oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm drawing Ashley and it's not going well. Yeah, let's see what I can erase real quick. Sometimes it's just like the positioning of the eyes, or it's the hair in a way where it kind of feels like it's not doing well in some cases. Or maybe it's the maybe it is the yeah, it could be the eyes itself in some ways. So I'll probably fix that up. Probably going to redo the sketch for some of this. I was intending to do another like portrait like piece like Ada's, but I guess I'm going to have to like change it up a little bit. So I'm going to probably make the head a little bigger because that would explain the bigger body shape in a way. So instead, we're going to make sure that we get that dealt with. Ashley, look at me, Tomo Tomo. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My throat's killing me. Only a little bit, but it's probably because I keep like it was probably from earlier when I was doing those like huffy noises when I was talking to the Leon AI. It was like hilarious as hell. Oh, yep. Uh, uh, oh. Okay, Fred. Okay, Fred. Okay. I'll wrap things up. We'll make it. Oh yeah, you're definitely right. In the next 10 minutes. In the next 10 minutes, buddy. We'll make it quick. We'll make it quick. We'll make it efficient. And yeah, thank you, Mr. Nobody. Oh, slash Ashley, look at me, Tomo Tomo. Oh wait, I already said that. But yeah, the one thing I want to explain that a lot of the time these challenges are prepared in advance. Let me try and see what. Let me try and see if I can increase the size of this. Oh, fuck. I think it's finally getting better. So let me just. Okay, that will definitely help. It is technically midnight, so I am technically working on the current day piece, so nobody can say otherwise. Yay! But it is very difficult to kind of make. Actually, that came out pretty good. Okay, let me try and use my finger to make it a little bit easier for me. Oh, fuck! Fred! I know, Fred. Always gotta check the. Fred! You are supposed to not be so mad today. What happened to your cuteness today? Did you just grow irritated? Did you grow irritated with me? Do you at least want to say hi to the audience? No? Well, we're almost done, okay, buddy? Okay? But I forever feel lied to that we will never see Ashley as an agent. I'm just saying that would have been a fun idea. So, yeah, let me just. So, we're just making sure we get this finished. And of course, having that done, it takes a while to kind of understand what to do with some of it. I feel like I could do better with some. Maybe I made the neck thing too big. Like I can't believe how close we are to December. I'm not looking forward to the end of the year. But yeah, the one thing I like to do to make it easier for my brain is to kind of just use a different color so that way when I'm working on showing the hands or something that I don't collide with the main color. So yeah, that's a tip for you guys to use. So yeah, we're gonna do a. Again, I'm using my finger for this. It's gonna look very awkward. I know, Evie. I know. We're almost done. We're almost done. I just like to show people. And again, I use a different color for the object that she is focusing on, which is a ruby crowned kinglet, which is a type of bird. And considering I do want to kind of make it seem like a sort of Disney princess kind of vibes for her, it is very hard to kind of like, okay, how does one, so it bends down like that. It's got long legs, so of course, for the love of potato bread, Evie. We are almost done with getting this finished. I might change the expression or like fix it up off screen, but this is to kind of give you an idea of how my art process works.